So far in our new hardcore mode survival world, we've got suited up with full diamond armor and built ourselves an epic starter house. So what's next? Obviously I want to go find an ancient city and kill the ender dragon, but first we have some things to do. The most important thing we need to do is enchant all of our armor, all of our tools, and all of our weapons. Then we need to get some automatic farms going so we have all the supplies we need. So let's build a boat, get out there, and start doing it.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!
First thing I need to do is find a villager and make him into my very own personal librarian. So I found this village, but it was overrun by mobs, so I did the hero thing and I took them all out. But that was just to gain their trust so I can really just kidnap one. And just as I'm about to make my quick getaway, I'm spotted by their defense skeleton.
Boom! Headshot!
Ow! I took one in the foot and in the head! How am I not dead? And I'm pretty sure I can only hear out of my left ear from now on. Luckily I didn't die, so let's just focus on getting this villager home safe and sound. But of course not without some distractions. Alright, Mr. Villager Man, get ready to catch it. Dude, you missed it! Heave! Ho! Heave! Ho! We're almost there! Keep rowing! I thought he would just see my epic starter house and want to just move right in. But instead of living in the best house ever, he decided he'd rather go sleep with the horse. I mean, fine by me. As long as he doesn't run away or die, I'm cool with that. But I need him to be a librarian, and instead he linked up with these barrels to be a fisherman, so I need to get him a lectern. Aw, you don't have to be shy in the corner. I got you a nice new lectern. Come on, come check it out. Go check out the lectern. It's right over there. I'm just gonna replace this bush. Alright, he found the lectern and he likes his new job. So now we just have to keep knocking down this lectern and replacing it and changing the villager's trades until he's a villager that gives us the Book of Mending. This is totally random and could take a long time, so let's cue the time-lapse music. Yo, I'm surprised. That didn't take long at all. Sometimes it takes hours. That took like 5 minutes. So now if I trade with a villager once, it'll lock him in forever. Plus it'll give me some emeralds and I can start trading to get those mending books. At this point, I'm only able to get one mending book, but I'll keep working on it as I build the rest of my farms. But since he did an awesome job of turning into the right villager right away, I'm gonna move him inside. That way he doesn't have to sleep with the smelly horse anymore. But I also want him to stay put, so I'm gonna box him in so he can't go anywhere. Wait! How did you get out of there? Did you jump on the bed over the fence? You naughty boy. So I would move on to enchanting the rest of my stuff, but as you can see I don't even have enough levels to do that. I do have this smoker system that holds XP from smoking potatoes, but it doesn't do that much. I mean, it gives you a little bit, but not that much. It's good to be going in the background while you're doing stuff, but to sit around and wait is very unpractical. But for now, it was good enough to get me to level 30, so let's enchant my helmet and see what we get. Protection 4 and Respiration 3, that's on its way to being a great helmet. So as I was getting more fuel from my little smoker farm, I realized something. I can just build a lava farm. I mean, I found some dripstone from earlier, so this will give me unlimited lava, which I can use for fuel. So I got working on a little mini lava farm. It wasn't going to be much, but it would give me enough fuel. So by putting this dripstone with lava above it, it'll drip into these cauldrons and eventually just keep filling up with endless lava. But to tell you the truth, getting XP from this smoker takes a lot of time, so I'm going to have to build something a lot more efficient. But in order to build any kind of farm, I'm going to need some supplies to make the components to build them. And by gathering this obsidian, it should hint to you where I got to go to get it. You guessed it, the Nether. But I don't want to go there, it's too scary and there's too much lava. Okay, fine, I'll be a brave boy and I'll go to the Nether. On to the Nether Wasteland. Now the Nether can be a dark, scary place if you don't know what you're doing, but since I'm a Minecraft YouTube pro, I got a great strategy. All I gotta do is safely walk around and find this Nether quartz, because that's the component we need. And luckily it's not very rare, so all you gotta do is look around and you'll find plenty of it. It's easy to find, there's no need to take risks and go by this lava just to find it, but that one block is looking pretty juicy. I must get it. I just need to not be scared, build myself a nice little bridge, and I'll be fine. See, nothing to it. It's not like if I fall in the lava, I'm gonna lose everything I've worked so hard for over the past few weeks. Look, I'm not scared. Ooh, am I gonna fall? Ooh, am I gonna fall? No, not even close. And now I get my nether quartz. Dude! Really? Oh, it didn't fall in the lava. That's it, I'm going for it. Ow. Just nice and gentle off the edge. Ow. Ouch. Ha 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 ha! I told you I could get it. Uh-oh. No fear. I'll just jump up here and jump over the lava. It's not like I'm gonna fall in. I mean, I shouldn't be taking risks, but it's just so fun! Maybe I'm one of those, what do you call them? Adrenaline junkies, yeah! I don't have any potions of fire resistance, but if I fall in, I got some ender pearls that'll get me right out of it, so I ain't scared. And once I get this nether quartz, I'll have the most epic farm ever, so it's totally worth it. So I hit up a few more spots, and then I decide, no need to mess around anymore, let's head home. But of course, every time I try to go home, I get totally distracted. Within like 20 blocks of my nether portal, there's a Nether Fortress. I mean, that's a sick spawn. I'm not really up for a big Nether Fortress adventure right now, but I am gonna grab a few blaze rods so that way I can at least brew some potions when I get back. And I'll kill anything in my path. Check this out. First ever wither skeleton, and I get a wither skull drop. I must be the luckiest YouTuber on earth. But that's not what I came here for. I just want to kill these blazes and get some blaze rods. Oh, and I just remembered. Of course, if I'm gonna brew stuff, I'm gonna need some nether wart too. And I'll take the soul sand so I can plant some of this nether wart at home and have an endless farm of that too. So now that I got more than what I came for, it's time to head back and work on those farms. So when I get back, I go off looking for some sheep to create a wool farm, and I found some right by this pillager outpost. And this guy decided to give me a hard time, so I had to kill him, which labeled me to the rest as a bad omen. And immediately when getting home, that triggered a raid to start. So I put my sheep in a safe space, and I decide a raid could be good. I can get lots of totems of undying and some emeralds. That is, if I don't die trying to do that. But luckily I have a great strategy. It's gonna be the old underwater attack method. And unfortunately, all you young kids don't know what that epic music is from. It's from the classic movie Jaws, where he comes up and it eats his victims from underwater. It's a perfect reference if you only got it. So far this raid has been a breeze. I haven't even been hit once. I mean, nothing can stop me.
I'm in danger!
Oh my god! I spoke too soon! I spoke way too soon! There's like 40 million people chasing me! I need to run or I'm gonna die. I seriously need to run. I'm gonna die if I don't run. I mean, how do they expect you to beat this? I can't kill all these people. It's just me. I'm just one person. And of course, right at this moment, the delivery man for my food knocks on the door, and I am right in the middle of trying to fight this. So my only option is to run to a safe spot and pause it. So I took a minute and ate my delicious food, and then when I came back to defeat this raid, I was defeated! At first I thought they killed my villager, but I saw him alive, so it didn't make any sense. I guess if you pause it in the middle of the raid, you automatically lose? I mean, I don't know. It was whack. Whack! But thankfully I got 3 totems of undying and 17 emeralds, and that's all I really wanted anyways, so mission accomplished. Plus I also got this zombie villager to come in and zombify my villager, which will come in handy later. But anyway, the raid is over, and now it's back to building some farms. In order to build most of my farms, I'm going to need chests and hoppers, which is going to require me to get a lot of wood and a lot of iron. So I'm going to start by building this iron farm. And the digging it out by hand was going really slow, so I had a better idea. I'm going to blast it to smithereens. Alright everyone, cover your ears. This is going to be huge, and it's going to be loud. Fire in the hole! Well, that was a big dud. I thought it was going to be much bigger than that. Anyways, I'll just do it by hand. So let me lay out all this dirt and I can get to work on building my iron farm. This farm design is actually really easy in Java. All you need is 3 villagers, 3 beds, 3 workstations, and 1 zombie. Bada bing, bada boom. To spare you the boring video of me building it, I'll fast forward and take you right to the end. It's not much to look at, but it's going to get me a lot of iron. So the next step is to de-zombify my villagers and get them in the farm. In order to do that, I'm going to need some ingredients to make a splash potion of weakness. With the mushrooms I got, this sugar, and this spider eye, I can make a fermented spider eye and make a potion of weakness. So now if I splash this potion on them and feed them golden apples, they should turn back into regular villagers. There you go, boys. See you on the other side. Oh, but I probably shouldn't stand right here because they're going to attack me. I'm stuck. Okay, I got out. I'll just let you guys do your thing for a while. I let them get the dancing out of their system, and then I decided I better separate them, because if one turns back into a villager and the other one's still a zombie, they might just re-zombify each other and defeat the whole purpose. And sure enough, my timing couldn't have been more perfect. That's exactly what happened. But I got this zombie in the boat, and I got the villager back in the bed, so crisis averted. From there, I moved them into the farm and gave them some bread so they can make a third little villager, and my farm will be almost complete. The last thing I need to do is capture a regular zombie and bring him over to the farm. What he'll do is keep scaring the villagers over and over, causing them to spawn iron golems, and that's where my iron's gonna come from. So all I gotta do is lead him right here and then block him in. Oh, yeah, I made a mistake. I probably should have done that differently, because now the zombie's running loose and the villagers are going crazy. All right, villager, you go that way and I'll go this way. Ready, set, go. No, the other. Okay, phew. All right, fast forward and I get him back into where he's supposed to be and I block him in. And since he was a pain in my rear end, I'm going to punish him by making him spend the rest of his eternity upside down. This is actually a cool trick you can do. Just get a name tag and name it Dinnerbone, and then put it on a mob and it'll flip that mob upside down. Leave a comment below and let me know, was that new to you or did you already know that? And just like I planned, the iron golems are already spawning and I'm getting iron. So now it's on to building an epic mob farm that's going to give me a ton of items and a ton of XP. But in order for this farm to work correctly, I have to build it in the middle of the ocean. And now I'm all alone in the middle of the ocean. It's not like this is terrifying. Alone. In the dark, with strange creatures lurking beneath me. Alright, we have to go up 120 blocks to get this farm off the ocean floor. Again, I'll spare you the boring part of me building for hours, but just know, I had to fight off these insane kamikaze phantoms the entire time, which was not very fun. Actually, it was pretty fun. I was owning them left and right. And in typical LukeSuperStar fashion, I forget to put the lights on, and now the mobs are spawning everywhere. And this is actually super annoying. I just keep trying to build up so I can finish the top of the farm, and the skeletons keep shooting me off. They shot me all the way back down to the bottom. Do you know how long that took me to get back up here every time? It's so frustrating. The only cool thing about swimming back up my waterfall each time is I got to look like Thor going through the Bifrost. Fine, I admit it. It's way cooler when Thor does it. So now that I got all the layers built, it's time to build a collection system so I can get a bunch of loot out of this farm as well. And I had all the monsters trapped up here, so now all I have to do is let them out and I'll be ready to start earning that XP. Let me clear a few of them out so I can break this block. Ah! No, this is not good at all. Nope, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna get everywhere and they're gonna kill me. I better hurry and replace these blocks, but actually I just realized that they'll just fall and I'll just let them fall through and they'll land right where I want them to. So never mind, it's all good. Nice, they're already falling just where I want them to go. So let me fix these last few blocks and this farm will be completely done. All right, let's AFK for a few minutes and then see if it's working. So now that I have basically unlimited XP, it's time for me to enchant all the way up so I have all my tools and my armor completely ready to go. So it took me a decent amount of time going back and forth between the XP farm and enchanting, but I've done it. I've got a great set of tools with almost every enchantment that I could think of, minus one or two small ones. As far as my armor goes, it's perfect. I don't need anything more on it, it's got everything I want and need. So the first thing I'm going to do is go get my newly enchanted bow and take revenge on those mobs that have been tormenting me for the last few days. Now it's on to building an endless wood farm. This design is super simple. All you need is a little water funnel at the bottom and then a 4x4 dirt area to grow some mega spruce trees. Yo, wait, what the heck? Check out this dirt block, it's totally glitching out. Look at it, I can't destroy it. What's happening? I'm not lagging, am I? No, I'm not lagging. What the heck is happening? Yo, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life of Minecraft. Oh my god. That actually would be so sick if it like kept dropping infinite dirt blocks. That'd be awesome, but it's not even doing that. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. All right, so the way this farm works is I put down 4 spruce saplings, bone meal it grows up, I go to the top and chop it down. It's not automatic, but it's actually really fast to get me a ton of wood. I'm pretty sure I get about 120 blocks per tree. And this water system below will collect everything that falls when the leaves disintegrate, including saplings and sticks. And by recycling all those saplings and planting more, it's pretty much going to give me an infinite amount of wood. And to make it even faster, I decided to use a soul sand elevator so it gets me to the top quick. And I went ahead and installed one of those in my mob farm too, which is 120 blocks, so that's going to save me a ton of time. I think with this elevator it takes about 10 to 15 seconds to get up, whereas before it took like a full minute, so that's like 5 to 6 times faster. And speaking of fast, I built these cool little farms underneath my house so fast that you couldn't even see me. Actually, I just wanted to save you the boring details of building every single little piece, so I went ahead and built them without recording. Here's my automatic bee farm that'll give me unlimited honey and unlimited honeycomb. This is my automatic sheep farm, which will give me unlimited wool that I can use for beds and other things. And this last one's a fully automatic bamboo farm, which I can use to build a lot of scaffolding. And of course, to make them automatic, I got redstone powering everything, including this redstone repeater timer. It's all collected by this minecart, and actually there's a pretty good amount. And the bamboo farm runs off of observers and pistons. And if I use bone meal on it, I can get like 1,000,000 bamboo in 1 second. And now that I've built all the necessary farms I need in the overworld, it's time to build one last amazing farm in the Nether. And this is going to be the most difficult one yet. The whole time I was building this farm, I was constantly being bombarded by blazes. And if that wasn't bad enough, underneath me was a lake of lava that I could fall in at any moment. Just look how absurd this is. So in order to make this blaze farm work, I'm going to have to build a platform and then create a lava flow to corral them exactly where I need them. And despite being on fire for most of the build, I eventually got it finished and it was working perfect. And actually, this farm is pretty efficient. I wasn't even here that long, and I got plenty of blaze rods. And now that I have unlimited blaze rods, I can build eyes of enders, which I'm going to use on my next journey. All I do is toss them up in the air like this, and they're going to lead me in the right direction to an end portal. And I promise you, you're going to want to subscribe so you can watch the next video. Not only am I going to fight the ender dragon, but I'm going to do it with a twist. So make sure to subscribe. Thank you to all the superstars who've subscribed, and everyone that hits that like button. I appreciate your support. I love you. Bye-bye.